On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans.
Raiders to kick off for Arizona.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. But you look at this defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Texans at 1-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry for James Conner. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7, Texans nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now here's Stroud on third down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now Stroud. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 7, Texans 0.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
I know you fans saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Stroud on third down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Shotgun now from Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. On the return, Dortch.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A throw out wide, caught by Pascal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Finding Moore on the out route for the completion.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10.
Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They run behind center with Cotter. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
He hit his first. Now this from 43. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Murray now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. LaMarcus Joyner. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Murray.
This to the outside for Mack.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A good pickup there at 22. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Hand off left side, Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Murray. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Murray now running right on the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman with a sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And quickly finding Rager. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Rager, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray a give. This is counter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with counter again. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Oh, that was well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Dumps this one off to Mack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A give running right is counter. Shoves him aside. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
They'll run here with Conner. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Texans 21. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line. 17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A run up the middle with Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Prater's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Arizona,
bling, bling, bling. This mad. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands, some millions, and millions, and millions, and millions. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it costs a couple thousands, and millions, and millions, and millions, and millions. Okay, I don't cash my new checks. This all change, you know. Another man made my phone ring. Hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone. Hello. Bling, bling, blow. Mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you out of count, okay? Lewis, don't compare me to these. They don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Right inside the club, I got no worries.
I will not live in apology. Obviously, who's love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. It's